still, huh?
We're live, as it says.
Woo!
Welcome to the podcast that reminds you should Wang Chung all night.
Yeah.
Hashtag just saying. Oh my goodness. For the audio folks, we are doing the first 20 live on YouTube.
Yay!
So
Liven it up.
It's probably too late for you to jump over and check that out. But next week, around 6:30ish, jump on over and check it out. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say this right off the bat because this is the weirdest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Do tell.
Yes. And it actually goes in with
Actually?
with the intro that I just did.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm connecting.
Connect.
Have you heard, now you were talking earlier about Sean doesn't like facial hair. You don't like facial hair on people? Not people, but men. Ladies, Sean doesn't like
Both.
facial hair on you.
Definitely not. I can't stand beards. They
You don't
drive
like
me
beards?
crazy. A lot of times I don't even know why
type?
guys like beards.
Any type or like the Duck Dynasty? Like,
Both.
there could be mammals living in it. I have an octopus in my beard.
The only way I'll accept it is if you get it like really short and trimmed. Like along
Okay.
Otherwise, no.
Well, I bring it
I
up
just
because...
want to go up and shave you. Come here.
Sean,
Get that shit off your face.
Sean's going to start a shaving station and just shave the public. Now, I brought that up because it is November.
Boo.
It is November, and
Boo, boo.
and they do this thing called, what is it, no shave or mustache?
No shave November.
No shave November. Now, there is a different thing. And this is kind of dirty,
Ooh, that's dirty.
but I didn't invent it, so don't hate me. There is this thing called No Nut November. It's a real thing. Google it.
What is No Nut November? 'Cause I haven't heard this one yet myself.
Aside from making me giggle like an 8th grader, No Nut November is for mostly men, I assume, based on the title,
Yeah.
to not to
Relieve themselves?
yes, to not yes, either by the two
Themselves or someone else?
yes, or help on your own or with help.
I'm out. I don't want that shit. I
Sean's
want
like,
satisfaction.
Sean's like, I don't want to have anything to do with that. But I didn't know.
I'd rather grow a beard.
Oh, God
That's
damn.
how bad. No.
God damn, Sean's in the bearding and everything.
As much as I hate him, I'd rather do that than
Okay.
not ski.
No, I'm good.
All right.
I just drank and he made me choke. So,
That's what she said.
no, it's so bad.
Yeah.
But
I like
heard,
where this is going.
No, do you?
I like where this episode's going already.
And you know, it's not going to be like a dirty episode, but it's just
We
like
can make it one.
Well, we probably could with very little imagination. But it's just that, like, I thought that was I just think it's a strange thing to do.
Yes.
I just, out of all the things, it's just a strange thing to do. And it's there's no gratification in it.
No.
Because the no shave November is, I don't know, it raises awareness for like prostate cancer or something. It's some weird thing. Mm-hmm. But not relieving yourself. There's no
No one's doing it for you. You gotta do it yourself. You need the relief.
I understand. But it's just that there's
saying.
no but there's no like there's nothing with it. It's just this is what's happening. Like, it's weird. People are just doing it. It's like a bad Seinfeld episode.
What, like the last episode?
Oh, yeah, that was a horrible episode.
The way they ended it.
Yeah. So there's that. I was like, oh, I gotta put that on the show because I've never heard of that before.
I haven't either.
And I can't wait to tell my husband about that. You know, honey, it's not November. He won't go for that at all. I guarantee you, he won't go for that at all. So, there's that. Now, this other thing happened near the end of my day.
Damn, bug.
And, I'm sorry. Woo! High fives! This other thing happened near the end of my day, and it is also kind of gross. So,
I like this.
Yes. So, I went over to my supervisor's desk to ask her a question. So, I asked...
Can I go home?
I asked, well, it was actually like, I don't know, a half an hour before I was leaving anyway, so...
I wear jeans for a year.
Yes. My dungarees! So, I'm over asking my question, and I ask it, and then she was going to smoke a cigarette, because she's a smoker. And she gets up and walks past me, and as she kind of, like, gets equal to my field of sight, she looks at her cell phone, sees something on her cell phone, and then licks it. Sean made a face. That's very close to the face that I made. I looked at her and I was like, what did you just do? Did you just lick your phone? And she goes, yes, I did. And I said, and I'm just like, I appreciate your honesty. That's, you could
over a dick on it or something?
I don't. Well, here's the thing.
Look a dick, woman.
Here's the thing. She goes, well, there was something on it.
I would hope so.
And I said, you licked your phone without knowing what was on it? And she said, yes, I did. And I said, why would you do that? She said, I don't know. And then she says to me, and here's the payoff. She says, well, sometimes I just lick things. She goes, I lick a lot of things. And then I was like, I need to walk away.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, you go lick things. And please don't ever come back to my cubicle again. I don't want to talk to you anymore. It
wasn't that important. I'll tell you later.
It was disgusting. I'm very like, I got 2 things of like hand sanitizer at my desk. I don't like people, like, I don't know touching me. I don't like to touch things in public. I know you. It's different. I won't touch, you know, on the train, they have like those poles in the middle. They have poles, like for if you want to take up pole dancing in the middle of a long commute, might as well dance. I won't touch those poles because of all the people that have touched them. I don't like revolving doors, but that has nothing to do with people touching it. Yeah, I can't see, looking at my phone, seeing a mystery blob and going, ooh, let me lop that up right now.
That looks yummy.
That's disgusting. You got me on the sound effect. I was late for work this morning. This is one last little nugget for you guys. I was late for work this morning, right? Because I got up and I went...
nuts to nuggets.
From nuts to nuggets. Nuts and nuggets. That's the show. So, I go to the bathroom, and I'm about to get in the shower, right? Now, as I'm readying myself to do so, I don't know what kind of wacky weather we had going on this morning, but my lights started to flicker. Now, it was like 5:45 in the morning, and it's still very dark.
Yes.
So I said, if I try to take a shower right now, and I end up losing power, I'm going to be screwed because I will be in the shower in the dark.
In the nude.
In the nude.
Defenseless.
Yes.
Vulnerable.
Yes. And this is like...
Every little sound. Who's there?
And I've seen this movie, my friend, and it doesn't end well.
Psycho?
Whatever movie. It doesn't have to be Psycho. It doesn't have to be Psycho. It could be anything. It could be anything crazy. And I'm just like, no. So I waited. So I was like a half an hour late leaving, but I ended up only being 10 minutes late for work because traffic was beautiful. Mm-hmm. But I was like, no, not until I know. Not until I know. The lights aren't going to go out. I was like, I can't bring a flashlight in or a lantern in there with me. Hark! Hark! Who goes there? Hark!
Like showering in the 1800s.
Yes, exactly.
Where's that water?
Who goes there? Hark! Yeah, I'm not fucking with that. No.
There's one more little thing that you should mention too.
Oh.
That happened at your work.
Okay.
You told me about someone shouting something out today.
This is perfect because I can do it the way that she did it.
Good.
Right? I am quietly sitting in my cubicle processing work. The lady in the cubicle, diagonal from me, was apparently having a very bad morning. And she said this: "When I get home, I am going to drink." And I laughed so hard. And she's like, "You heard me." And I was like, "Oh, I heard you. I definitely heard you." And then I texted Sean. I'm like, "The lady's going to be drinking when she gets home."
I told my coworkers that, and they all started to laugh.
Oh, yeah. She hit that word. She was like, "Drink." Like, she meant that shit. All caps.
You should find out Monday if she did.
I should. Oh, I feel bad for her because she's also training someone. So it's like she has to deal with her shit and deal with somebody else, training somebody else too. It's like, oh dear. I
wish I was there for that moment.
Oh, I laughed. I was like, I'm going to drink. It's like, you go. Get it. Get it.
I was thinking you should start now.
I know, really. Now, since I said that, I see like do you want to do the very top thing that you have? Because
sure.
that almost relates, so it's kind of like a tie-in.
All right.
I love that.
Before we do that, let's give a shout out to somebody.
Oh! I have shout outs in my pockets. Who wants one? You gotta reach in there and get it though.
We'll give a special shout out to our friend's kid who recently had surgery. Wish you best of luck and speedy recovery.
Yay!
Have a good everything.
Don't eat the hospital food.
Yuck.
It's very, very bad.
Get better.
Take all the anesthesia they'll give you. That's probably not something you should...
Take whatever you can get.
That's probably not good advice for a little kid. Take all the drugs.
It's legal, take it.
If they're giving it to you, you take it, damn it. That's what I say.
Oh.
Like the worst PSA ever. Kids, take all the drugs. Jesus.
That's why we have an advisor on our show.
Yeah, that's why.
It's not all what you normally hear.
No.
So we got some drunk stories.
I'm still laughing about that. And now I'm thinking about is the kid. I walked outside, the kid next door, I swear to God he's smoking weed. And Sean's like, ooh.
Bring some over here.
And all I could think of was like, we're talking about like, kids do drugs. And all I hear is Nate Dogg in the back of my head going, smoke weed every day. I don't know. But you have a thing. We have a thing.
First one.
Yes.
I got on stage at a T-Pain concert.
Oh, there's your first mistake.
Drunkenly twerked in a leopard print skirt.
Oh, my.
Mid-twerk, I realized my AMF drinks weren't sitting right in my stomach.
Oh.
I started to spin and grab onto whoever was nearest and spewed a rancid blue geyser of vomit onto T-Pain's security team and the front row.
Fun!
Good times!
Yeah!
They picked me up and carried me off stage, and I screamed, "Let me buy you a drink!"
I am going to drink!
This might be her.
Yes.
At the top of my lungs. I accidentally kicked the girl covered in my blue vomit in the chin on my way out. So that poor one got it twice. My friends locked me in the back seat while I was covered in animal printed blue shame and went back to enjoy the rest of the concert.
That's nasty.
Next one. Recently, my boyfriend and I walked home. Very intoxicated. Ooh. And a skunk graced its presence beside me. Pew! Being the stupid...
Pew! Sorry, I had to cough. I was holding that in for a while. Keep going. No.
Being the stupid person that I am, I ran with my arms flailing and made an elephant sound.
I can do it better. Hang on. No, I can't.
This obviously
I keep trying.
You normally do it better than
I do. It's because I'm on mic.
Oh, you can't do it on the spot.
No.
This obviously alerted the skunk into spray mode, and my poor boyfriend got sprayed before he could comprehend the whole situation. He had to take 3 days off from work because of the smell.
Stank.
Pew!
Ugh. They say tomato sauce helps, but I've never been doused by a skunk, so I can't say.
As far as I know, that's the only thing that's supposed to help.
I don't know.
Not in time.
Time?
Like him, you gotta take 3 days off of work.
Tomato sauce and time. It's all you need in this world, friends.
If I was ever gonna get sprayed, you better do it to me on a Friday. Or at least Thursday.
Okay,
I'll take Friday off.
Sean's bargaining with the skunk. If you're gonna do this...
To the weekend.
Come back. Come back in 2 days.
At my 22nd birthday party, I sat in the middle of a ring of 10 people, curled around a metal wash tub someone magically found. I cried because I was too drunk to remember how to vomit.
Just relax. Let it happen.
My friend had the brilliant idea that in order to vomit, I would need to eat. He went and got me a loaf of bread. I cried harder.
Container of milk and a stick of butter.
And bring me my change. I cried harder because I didn't remember how to eat either.
How drunk are you?
He tried to reteach me how to eat by asking, "Do you know the movie The Social Network? Well, bread here wants to make you feel better. One might say that bread wants to be your friend, so you have to add bread to your social network in order to feel better." He put 2 slices of bread into my hand with a solemn look.
That is stupid logic.
Yes.
I'm not following his logic at all.
Me neither.
Proceed.
I'm just reading what's printed.
I understand.
He put 2 slices of bread into my hand with a solemn look. I nodded, watered the 2 slices of bread into a ball in my fist, and shoved the entire thing into my face. 30 seconds later, I threw this bread wad back into the wash tub, and everyone in the circle cheered and clapped for me. 2 other friends tried to get me to go home with them because it was the most beautiful puking they've ever seen.
Ugh. You know you puke beautifully.
We'll talk about this for the rest of our lives.
We'll tell stories to our children.
On New Year's Day, I woke up on a strange couch with no panties and a condom wrapper next to me. I was holding a puppy. Well,
that's the best part of that story.
With a temporary tattoo of a giraffe on my boob. So now our boobs smell like a giraffe's tongue. Which keeps coming back in our episodes.
It does. That's weird. That's weird.
Strange couch, no panties, condom wrapper next to me, and you're holding a puppy with
At least she got to hold a puppy.
And the giraffe, temporary tattoo on our boob.
I don't know how you'd explain that night.
Fun.
The puppy is a tattoo artist.
My best friend and I dressed up as SpongeBob and Patrick for one Halloween. We ran around all night singing the fun song and tried to catch people in our jellyfish nets. Then we climbed fences taller than we were to get into an empty field to continue our jellyfish extravaganzas. That's it.
Okay. Lives in a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob.
On New Year's Eve, I showed up with a bottle of UV vodka and proceeded to drink half of it on a dare. Later, at my best friend's house, her boyfriend started to throw toys at me. I picked up this one plastic Hulk toy, threw it at his head, but he dodged it. I ended up shattering his balcony window. Hulk smash!
Ooh. You replacing that window, bitch. Shit.
Well, she's going through another one. That's what I'm picturing the owner of that place saying.
Yeah.
One night in January, I was at a party, standing outside, and the guy I was crushing said hi to me on his way on the inside. I was so excited that I decided to jump up and down.
Woo!
Too bad the ground.
Woo! Greetings! Woo!
Too bad the ground was all icy, because I ended up slipping and hitting my tailbone right in the corner of the curb. It was one of those falls where no one laughs and immediately asks if you're okay. I immediately went into the fetal position.
And cried, I assume.
Obviously, my friends wanted to take me home, but I didn't want to leave the party without my cute crush. So I decided to stick an ice cold beer in my upper butt crack area to numb the pain, and continue to enjoy the party. #college.
I don't think Corona was meant for that. I don't think so. I don't think so. What do? Sticking beer in your butt crack. Butt crack beer!
Woo!
Yeah. My
No worries.
goodness.
Mine's root.
Yours the beer of root?
Yep.
All right.
Someday I want to do this with a Long Island iced tea, though. That would be good.
Oh, my.
Last night I drank a bottle of wine with my fiance while watching Shark Week. For some magical reason, I thought it'd be funny to stand up, run around the apartment, and pretend to be a pirate.
Yar!
Then I retreated to the bedroom where I stood in front of the mirror and started peeing all over down my leg, all over the carpet.
Pirates don't pee! What's the matter with you?
We all pee.
Pirates don't pee.
Pirates begin with pee.
They begin with pee, but they don't pee. Not above deck, anyway. You go below deck if you want to pee.
If you're a male pirate, you just stay on the edge and go in the water.
You walk in the plank.
Arrgh.
Yar.
I ran to the bathroom to clean myself up and grabbed a carpet cleaner. When my fiance asked why I spilled, I told him not to worry about it.
And I bet he didn't. Men are very simple. Hey, what is that?
Okay, then.
Is that piss all over your shoes? Don't worry about it. All right. You seem like you've got everything covered. All right.
Mm-hmm. My father ran over a stop sign, brought it back home, and named it Steven. Drew a face on it, dressed it in my clothes and tape, and let it sleep on the couch.
Probably like the stop sign more than you.
It's quiet.
It
stays out of trouble.
Don't wake up Steven. He's got school tomorrow.
Steven Stop, that's his name.
Steven, stop!
In the name of love.
Collaborate and listen.
I wasn't much of a drinker back in high school, but when my class went on a school trip to Boston, woohoo! We stayed in a youth hostel.
Oh no!
A few of us were up late in the lounge area where the manager comes in piss drunk, sits down, and gives an eerie, glassy glare.
Ew.
After a few minutes of silence, he looks at me and says, ask me if I'm a tree. Me? Are you a tree? He breaks out in a horribly loud belly laughter, falls over on his side and snorts through his...
Guffaws.
Thank you.
Yep.
Of course I'm not a tree, you idiot. Do I look like a fucking tree? Then he passes out on the floor.
Why don't you make like a tree and get the fuck out of here?
Okay, Biff.
Yeah. What do we got? How many more of these you got? I'm just... Alright, cool.
I'll do the last two.
Alright.
When I had to sell raffle tickets in high school, my dad pulled me out of class on St. Patty's Day. Took me to the nearest pub. He got to enjoy some brews while I sold my whole quarter to drunk people.
Nice.
They make really good customers.
Yeah, they do.
There you go. Stuff selling for school, go to the bar. Yeah.
Yeah, kids. Do all the drugs and go to the bar.
Woo!
We are horrible role models.
Drink!
I am going to drink!
In college, I got really drunk once and passed out on my friend's couch. Waking up that morning, I realized I had pissed myself in my sleep. Thank God the couch was leather.
Nah, small favors, I guess.
Tried calling someone to pick me up, but I realized my phone was ruined because the way I was positioned in my sleep. Piss got all over the phone.
Pissed on your phone.
So my phone was ruined and I had to walk about a mile wearing piss-soaked jeans.
You deserve it.
I bet it was pissed off.
I bet it pissed on.
Too late.
Yeah, pissed on. More like it. Okay, so we say goodbye to YouTube. If you want to check out more of the show, you got to go to iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play. You check out the last half of the show. We will see you next week.
Look at everything.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Wang Chung.
Get drunk.
Do drugs.